Hello everyone, and welcome back to King Note Gaming. Today, we are touring my finished island of Lacrimosa. Super excited for this. I totally forgot to show the map when I recorded the Dream Address tour, so there's the Dream Address. We have our two residents, Ophelia and Edgar. And then our villagers are Ribbot, Roscoe, Lucky, Rattle, Raymond, Matilda, Portia, Bella, Eunice, and Muffy. I can't remember when I started this island. Let me check actually, because I'm pretty sure it was the right day for Ophelia's passport. Okay. Wow, so it basically took me like just a little bit over a year. I'm recording this at on April 16th. No, 2 years. I can't math. 2 years. 2 years I've had this island. Of course, I wasn't playing it for that whole time, but... Okay, so here's the entrance. We got ELO Airport. I have a double bridge set up here. I still have the stuff set out from the Dream Address, so there's a bunch of clothes you can choose from. Porsche's out here. I set it during the first snow of the year, so there's not actually snow on the ground, but there's still snow falling. It'd be like Fallout. And then I'm gonna go around on the beaches first. I actually just finished these beaches, so put a lot of trash everywhere. Obviously this is an abandoned island. I want it to look like it's just been sitting here forever. And of course, Dolly, my beloved. If you know, you know. Across the bridge here, there's a little area where people are selling fish and whatnot. And then we have like a little the fishing dock over here. Put a lot of glowing moss, a lot of oil barrel bathtubs, a lot of trash. As we go up this way, there's more just random junk everywhere. And of course, just, I don't even know how that chainsaw's been going this long, but don't worry about it, it adds to the atmosphere. And like, little area up here. I just tried to make it look as junky and abandoned as possible, like just everything's everywhere. Because maybe the wind blows it around or whatever over time. And then, if we go down this way, we can head off to the next set of beach areas. Already saw that one. And I also made all the paths myself, and I made the brick so it could like look like it's broken up, and flowers and weeds have grown through it, and trees as well. We have the little Dolly picnic over here. Very cute. You know. Just doing things. Just Dolly things. There's no implications here. Not at all. And then down this way, I love using the, what is it, like the store side? I can't think right now, but I love using them as little, like, shacks on areas. And we have, like, random shopping carts. Oh, and here's one of the skeletons. I will include how many skeletons are on this island when I edit this. It is currently 2:30 in the morning, and I just wanted to finish this island, so, you know. There's a little gyroid summoning circle over here. Totally normal stuff. Nothing crazy. Lots of decayed trees. That's one of my favorite items from the 2.0 update that I haven't gotten to use much up until now. And then I did a kind of similar setup to my first island here with the lighthouse. I was going to do a second cliff, but I think it looks nice as it is. Very much the vibes. And I'm glad that I stuck to only black flowers. I think it looks nicer that way. And then going up here, I put like a lot of gyroids everywhere as well. They're just the only thing that survived because they're not really the same kind of living creature as everything else. Just random junk. I joked that I wasn't decorating the beaches, I was trashing the beaches. And a parabolic antenna. I really like how it looks with just the snow falling, but not actually snow on the ground. I think it's very nice. Lots of glowing moss things as well, of course. More gyroid circles. They're this, you know, they're chilling. It's their meeting spot. I like all the noises they make, too. Okay. Seen all the beaches. We're gonna go up this way first. This is the school build. Here's the entrance, which I think turned out very nice. Here, let me do the trick here. Yeah. It really feels like a building even though there's no roof, which is what I like to go for. It's kind of like weird spacing, so I had to put a couple of castle walls in the back and then put some columns there as well, but I think it looks nicer that way. And then when we go inside here, there's a couple classrooms. This one I'm assuming is some kind of math classroom. Got the teacher's desk, a couple of bookshelves, and places for the students. This one's more like a biology classroom, I'd say. There's like the glowing moss jars there. The skeleton, the anatomical model. Very nice stuff. And I did do all of my villagers' interiors, so if you haven't seen that video, I'll put the playlist for Lacrimosa at the end here. And then we have the second floor of the school over here. I tried to put like glowing moss in areas where it's hard to see the entrances of the sideways arches. And then this is Bella's house. I won't go into all the houses, just because that'll take a lot of time, and you can visit them in the dream address or watch my video on it, but I made Bella's house into a music classroom. I guess fun fact about Bella is, on HHP she wants to be a vocalist, so I thought she would be perfect as a music teacher. And then I put the flag up there, which is the classic treble bass clef heart, and then a couple other things, and a little recycled thumb piano, which super cute. Oh geez, I did not mean to talk to her. Yes. Yeah, you do that. Anyway. I'll go into at least the houses that are related to builds. So there's Ophelia's house. I'm going to show you the rest of the school first, and then we'll go into her house. But we have the library up here. And then there's another little area here with a little bathroom. And then Ophelia's house is an extension of the school. Let's go into her house now. Here's the main hallway. Obviously, plants have been growing all in here. There's a dolly. I completed the fossils on this island, so I might as well put up the poster. Let's see, let's go to the back room first. I made another music classroom, and there's a skeleton. I really like how this turned out. I also included some gyroids up there for some extra noises. And also, obviously, I let the cockroaches go. And then we have another bathroom over here. And hello, skeleton. Like a kind of morbid scavenger hunt, but hey. There's just a couple toilets back here. Somebody who did not make it. And lots of vines and stuff. We have a little classroom over here. Lots of benches all around. Or vine bench. Vines. I like the pendant light a lot as well. And a typewriter over here. Nothing too crazy, but this is just the extension of the school. This is Ophelia's apartment. I like using the castle gate, like, inside to make it feel like an actual, you know, doorway to another part of the room, or like an actual separate room. I made it pretty cozy. I like that you can see the snow through the window there. And I gave her, like, kind of grandma kind of furniture. I mean, her name's Ophelia. That's a pretty old-coded name. It is Shakespearean, after all. But I really like the green wallpaper as well. And I try to make, you know, the upstairs, if I have a character that has a house that's basically an extension of another building, I usually make the upstairs their apartment. And then we have the totally normal, nothing weird going on, basement. Nothing to see here, folks. Just a cauldron, some guy, you know, nothing weird. And then, of course, gyroids blooping out. Little houses. I feel like this is like the gyroid village, where they come inside when it's too cold. So they just use the basement of the school as a little gyroid village. For, you know, purposes. What purposes? Who knows? We'll leave them alone, though. I think they're enjoying the vibe. Let's move on now. Go down here to the cul-de-sac. This is where most of the villagers are. I changed all of their houses in HHP, so you can't really tell who lives here if you're used to their normal houses. But this is Lucky's house. Sorry, Ribot's right down here. I'm not gonna go inside here, because again, you should visit the dream address, or you can watch the video of me redecorating all of these guys. Here's Raymond's house. Oh, hi, Ribot. He's the last one to give me his photo. And then Roscoe lives here. And right next door is Portia. And then this, I believe, is Muffy. Yeah, Muffy, and then right below her is Eunice. And then I have a Ribot and a Matilda. Yeah, just for the sake of the tour, I'm not gonna go in all of those houses. But I really like how the cul-de-sac looks, especially with all, like, the fall weeds. The fall and winter weeds look really nice. Sometimes I'll catch them sitting on this tire toy and it's kind of funny. And then, there's another hidden skeleton if you're keeping track. I'm certainly not at the moment. That's for later me to deal with. We'll go up there in a second. But if we head over to this side here, this is the hospital. You can see I made little hospital signs. You can customize the wheelchairs, which is pretty cool. I think it's nice that they give you the ability to customize those with the custom design, so if you are a wheelchair user, you could make them look really cool. And I have like a little waiting room up here. And then a pharmacy over here with a pharmacist who, yeah, rip in peace. I've mentioned this in videos before, but the general story of this island is that basically what happened in Chernobyl happened here. And there was a nuclear winter that got started. And nobody on this island is actually here. They're all ghosts. You can actually get back here in this little storage area if you sneak. But yeah, everyone who is on this island is a ghost, including my character Ophelia and her brother Edgar, who will be going into his house in a second. I think there's a couple ways to get up. Yeah, there are two inclines. You can either go through the cul-de-sac, or you can come up this way. As you can see, we have some papers up here, a little medicine kit. Obviously, Rattle has to be the one who is the villager in the hospital, because he's a doctor. Oh, he's in his little nightcap! Oh my god, he's in pajamas. That is so cute. Anyway, I hope he's not sick. I think those are the sick clothes, which, I mean, fitting, to be honest. But yeah, I made his, house into a little pharmacy. You can come in here and get your, things. I forgot to turn on the music, but more eerie that way anyway. That's what I'm telling myself. And I think the glowing moss jars make interesting little, additions as well. Yeah, so that's Rattle's house. And then next door over here is Edgar's house, who is Ophelia's twin brother, and he is the extension of the hospital, just like Ophelia is the extension of the school. I decided to have his house dark, and yeah, I like it a lot. So here we have, like, the waiting room in the hospital. There's some paperwork up here. And I really like the retro TV, too. Oop. Lots of dead cockroaches as well. So let's go to the left first. Then, little bathroom over here, but hospital style, so there's, you know, like a medicine kit, there's a scale. Come in here and get your samples ready. And I have like a little bucket and mop. I really like the lighting in this game. Like, look at that candle. Oop, that kind of, yes. I think I forgot to turn the theremin on, but again, it's creepier that there's no sound. Then we have a little examination room in here, which I also forgot to give music. Why did I do this to myself? I am not re-uploading the dream address, but I think it's spookier. Very uneasy being quiet. But yeah, there's a examination room, degrees up on the wall, etc. And then I wanted to make a little nursery. It's just so uneasy. Of course, the dolly item is infamous, but it's like low lit. There's a space for, you know, a recent mother or whatever. Just curtains, so you can just barely see back there. You can't actually get back there. I use the mom's items in here as well. And everything's like overgrown. There's the vine benches and everything. I made this room kind of like a exercise/storage room. So there's like laundry down here. Random kind of stuff. Exercise areas for the patients. A single light bulb. Random papers, etc. And then once again, I made an apartment-style area for Edgar. There's the sloppy bed, gaming setup. I like the black and white tile. And of course he has just stuff everywhere. And then cockroaches, because duh, it's abandoned. Alright, that's it for the houses in the hospital. Up here we have more little rooms. We have an operation room over here. And if we go over this way, I'm telling you, I know an island is done when that kind of lag happens. Another little waiting area. And then I have like the staff kitchen kind of area for the doctors and nurses to come get something to eat. Like a little cafe lounge, and then a bathroom over here as well. And then, when we go up this way, we have like the main road kind of area. You can also get here from the cul-de-sac. So we have Nook's Cranny, the museum, and get some coffee here. We have Able Sisters, and then over here we have the restaurant, which was one of the last builds I did on this island, and I really like how it turned out. A little bit annoying to navigate, but if you go down here, you can go everywhere. There's a little present as well. And then, up this way, we have my little rock garden area with all my little gyroids. And then the campsite is over here as well. And Lacrimosa was a 5-star island. I don't know if it still is with all the trash everywhere, but I did get some Lily of the Valleys. And then next door is the graveyard, which took the longest time purely because I had to get everybody's photos. As you can see, I got all of my villager photos. I put them next to villagers that they were interested in, or just made sense. Dolly over here, and then another skeleton, and I made custom portraits for Ophelia and Edgar, so you know that they're not alive either. They're also ghosts. So, there's their graves. And then you can go down to the secret beach this way if you want to, but I just left that up for my convenience. And now, one of my favorite builds on this island, the nuclear facility, which I think looks super good at night and in the snow as well. I think the snow just stopped, but in the dream address it'll continue. Yeah, lots of glowy items. I think the nuclear warning sign looks really good on a lot of things. And I like the combo of red, green, and yellow. Of course, lots of shelving. These I wanted to represent the cooling towers, because they're the closest things we've got. They're really big. And a siren, of course, because nothing's right. Of course I had to include a theremin somewhere. Really like how this one turned out. I like using all those science fiction items as well. Alright. And I believe that is it, actually. Yep, we got every major build. I guess I'll go around all the weird ways really quick first. We saw the hospital. We saw all the beaches first. Yeah, I think that's it. And the island tune is Lacrimosa by Mozart. And that's basically what inspired me to do this whole island in the first place. It was actually a reverb version that was like, you know, Lacrimosa when humanity is gone and everything is finished. I'm like, oh, that gives me so many ideas. And just hearing that gave me the vision for this whole island a couple years ago. So that's pretty crazy. It's been a journey with this one. And Muffy keeps wearing that shirt that I accidentally gave her, and it's kind of silly looking, but, you know. Yeah, I started this island almost exactly 2 years ago, which is pretty crazy to think about. A lot of my life has changed in 2 years, so yeah. Well, that will do it. See, what's a good where's a good place to just I'm just gonna sit up here because I like this area. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I have more videos coming, completely different themes now, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!